Do you know how to code?
Do I know how to code? Are you kidding? No, I don't know how to code.
Hey, what's your name and what do you do for a living?
My name is Sage, and my full-time job is teaching yoga, but I really work hard to help people feel better with their yoga practice.
Awesome. And do you have an idea for an app?
I do. I want to call it My Healthy Thoughts. And it's helping people name their feelings, reframe them, and feel a little bit better about them in a very holistic way, not over-promising happiness or anything like that.
Awesome. And who's your target market for your app?
I'm really focusing on Gen Z, young adults, and also first responders and military, because these are people that have reoccurring thoughts that maybe aren't quite as healthy. So hopefully I will help them day by day a little bit easier, no matter what they're going through, whether it's low level, my dog threw up, or high level, I lost my best friend.
Amazing. And where are you currently at with your app idea?
I'm finishing up the Flutter Flow part of it so that I can connect it to the back end. Finding my research to fulfill the app for resources for people who need a little bit more help. It's taking a little longer than I expected, but I think it's going to be one of the highest values of the app.
And do you know how to code?
Not really. I took a Python class, but AI leveled the playing field. I was able to do the code I needed in AI, so I just went that direction and find it incredibly helpful to move forward.
Awesome. And how are you building the app? Are you coding it or are you using a no-code tool?
No, I'm using no-code tools. Like I said, I started taking a coding class, but realized it really wasn't necessary in today's app development area.
What's your goal with the app? How many users do you think you can get?
Honestly, my goal, the big picture, is I would love every university in the nation to allow their students to have my app through their acquisition of it. That's the main place that I could meet the young adults who are facing the stressors that are happening today. And then I'll also work with the veterans organizations and first responders as they need it.
Awesome. And how has Dreams into Apps helped you build your app idea?
Organize the whole thing. I was able to see the steps that I needed to go through, from organizing what I wanted the app to do, mapping it out on a Kanban board, and taking it to fruition using the tools that I've learned. And I've even been able to help other companies and friends as they've been building their app using a team that wasn't as connected as Ambitious Labs brings to us. And after 6 months, I can help them manage that project from what I've learned in Ambitious Labs.
That's amazing. And what has been your favorite part of the entire Dreams into Apps process?
Oh my gosh, that's hard to figure out. I'm just kind of a nerd and so intrigued with everything and how it comes together. And yeah, it's just new information that I love, and it blows my mind.
Fantastic. Would you recommend Dreams into Apps to anyone else who has an app idea?
Absolutely. I've mentioned it to several people and they're on the cusp, and I would absolutely recommend this opportunity. You get more than you ever imagine out of it.
Would you recommend Dreams into Apps?
Absolutely. I would totally recommend Dreams into Apps. It has been a phenomenal program that's educated me beyond the scope of what I thought I was getting when I signed in. So Ambitious Labs is definitely the way to go.
And then last question, what do other people think about you as an app entrepreneur when you tell them your app idea? Honestly.
Honestly, I really have had quite strong responses. People are recognizing that we're having a decline in mental health as we're coming out of such crazy times. And so helping somebody is the main goal, and the big goal is I'd really like to sell it in about a year or two, because I feel like I'm ready to keep moving forward, and hanging on to it probably won't be as fun as it is building it.
Absolutely. Do your friends think that you can do it? Like build an app yourself? Do your friends think you can build an app yourself?
Yes, my friends are very supportive, and when someone speaks to me, I'm frequently like, oh yes, I used to do that. I used to do this. I used to do that. So the friends that have known me for quite some time are like, oh, here she goes again. And the new ones that I have, perhaps my yoga students, they're always like, wow, is there anything you can't do? So you make me look really good.
That's awesome. Last question. How do you think that building your app is going to help you in your career?
It's just such a passion that I have for getting the app out. I'm not as concerned about my career. I will move forward no matter what. But if I can bring my app to people and help them move forward, then I've done something right.
How'd you come up with your app idea?
Oh, wow. It started with writing meditations for my yoga class. I started really respecting that people were coming out during COVID to risk their lives and make their mind, body, and spirit better. Took my meditations very seriously to lift my students up. And as time went on, I started building a GPT to build myself up using the same mechanism. And that's grown into the app.
So you're an existing business owner.
Oh, yeah.
You've already had your own business.
I am a serial entrepreneur. I've had many, many jobs.
And so having an app is just part of your journey as a serial entrepreneur.
Absolutely. I'm a creator, and this is what I'm creating right now.
It sounds like you already have customers for your app.
I believe I do. I believe I do. I haven't, obviously I'm not live yet. I haven't launched, but I feel very strongly that it's not going to be a hard launch.
So once you have the app ready, you already know where you're going to get your first customers.
Yes, I do. At the gym where I work.
Fantastic. Did you try to hire developers to build your app?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Where'd you find them?
I looked on Fiverr, I looked on Upwork, I did some private researching, and I tried to find people who could help me with the app, and they'd say, oh yeah, we can do this. And then when we would get to the point that I was having trouble doing, they didn't know how to do it either.
So did you have a good experience?
So my experience was not great using Fiverr or Upwork. I've been on the other side, but not on the user side. They're not up to date enough.
And so what made you realize that you needed to take control of your dreams and build it yourself?
When I couldn't find people to work for me, I decided to go on YouTube and see what I could find out. And I saw a video Alim did on decoupling, and boom, I suddenly saw exactly the path I needed to take and that Ambitious Labs could take me there.
Thanks.